Hey everyone, JSD Cool here, and welcome to another episode of Coolcraft Season 6. In the last episode, me and Jared Cool went and raided a trial chamber because somehow 1.21 has been on the server for a while and we haven't done that, so finally got that out of the way. Didn't get anything particularly interesting from it, but that's okay. It was about the experience, not what we actually did. In between episodes, I was flying down this road, seeing the big buildings on either side here, and then there was just here where it ends. So I decided then, in this episode, we are building a big shiny new building on this block here, another skyscraper, and maybe we'll build something on this block. The chances are looking slimmer and slimmer every day, and yeah, of course, I don't know if anything's ever going to be built over here. But yeah, I've spent time in between episodes flattening this block here, because there used to be a bit of a mountain here, as you can tell by all the stone and stuff. And I've also started collecting materials for the build, which you've undoubtedly seen in the thumbnail. But if you haven't seen it in the thumbnail, or the title, I'm not going to spoil it. Anyhow, I need a bunch of other resources, so let's gather those now. Alright, first up on the material list, besides, I guess, all the quartz stuff that I've already acquired here, I got 9 shulker boxes of white concrete. Placing that's going to take a hot second. Alright, and finally, I've got a box of all the other miscellaneous junk that I'm going to need to build this structure. So, yeah, I guess now we'll hop into a time-lapse of me building it. Ooh, haven't done one of those in a while. Alright, it is completed. Well, almost. There's something I didn't do in the time-lapse, which is why you may be confused as to what this building is right now. I mean, it could just, I guess, be a building for the sake of being a building, but it does have a general theme. So actually here, if we're like coming down the street here, yeah, this building loads in. It's taller than the wool shop here, but, you know, nowhere near that tall. But so yeah, this building is supposed to be a bank, and we're gonna put a $ on it right out in front here. There we go, big old $ right on the front of the main entrance. That's how you know this is a bank. So yeah, building design is, you know, generally a little bit different than what we do. We got like the main building center. You got a nice grass roof. Got to remove this beacon here, but you know. Building tools. Yeah, you got the core section, which is 4 stories high. It's a bit inset in the center of the thing here. And then on the corners, you have towers, which are significantly taller. 14 stories. So these towers on the edges, on the outside, are 14 stories tall. There are obviously 4 of them, making it look like 4 separate buildings, despite the fact that it's one building. Also, the entrance obviously has this triangular kind of roof over here, versus the other sides don't. I don't think I've been building an interior, but wait. Stuff can spawn in the center of these? Oh, gosh, dang it. Well, that's also apparently something I have to correct for. But yeah, the bank, I guess, is completed. While the building itself may have been completed, the ground around it wasn't, but it is now. So along the sides where we don't have the entrance, there's just solid grass here, which obviously I had to replace a bunch of stone for. But along the front here, we have smooth stone up to where, I guess, the door would theoretically be if I was going to do one. So this building is now completed. Let's go on and do something else in this episode. I think I want to take a try at making a wind charge farm. So let's head back to the trial chamber. Alright, I'm back in the trial chambers. I got to a room with a breeze spawner, and I disabled the bog spawner that's over there. So now we gotta do some, a little bit of redecorating around this here spawner. So I've seen designs for this online, specifically from, I believe, Doc's Hermitcraft videos. We do have, I believe, 30 minutes to build this, so we should be good to just get this done pretty quickly. Alright, so here's the farm design. Again, as I mentioned before, I kind of got this out of a Doc M Hermitcraft video. Oop, and I was doing a little bit of diagnostics there. So yeah. We basically just got a room here. We have a chest to store the results in. Standing in this composter here. Got some hoppers to pick stuff up. Of course, here's the breeze spawner. Got glass here so that we have line of sight to the spawner at all times. The breezes will then spawn in this little area here. They won't be able to get to us and their attacks don't really hurt, so we can just stand here and whack at them continuously with a sword. This trapdoor here basically just makes sure they don't go back all that far. And yeah, and that here's what it looks like on the outside. It's nothing really special, just placed a bunch of blocks in. You don't need much to prevent them from spawning in places you don't want them to. It's pretty nice, and yeah, then we just stand here AFK and we get a bunch of trial keys, breeze rods, and bread. I could also bring some ominous bottles over here and get some ominous trial keys, but we don't need to do that yet. We can do that later. But yeah, I guess this is a wind charge farm, breeze rod farm, whatever it is. Okay, I made a couple slight design alterations here, went back, watched the video that I got this from, and yeah. So I moved this composter in a block, also out of this trapdoor in front of the composter here. There's a bit more glass here. Yeah, it now kind of works reliably if I can stay connected to the server for the night. Anyhow, I've been here for a while, many days actually, not necessarily continuously, and also obviously getting kicked a few times overnight for various reasons, but I think this is a pretty good haul in terms of the loot. So yeah, we can do some wind charging stuff now. But anyway, guys, this episode has taken far too long to make, and I obviously am very bad at using wind charges. So I'm gonna have to say thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Check out my game, which is linked in the description, and I will see you all in the next episode of Coolcraft Season 6. Bye!